My name is Desiree van Niekerk, and this is my story. I woke up one morning with blood red eyes, like I could not see, and that freaked me out like you have no idea. And of course, the first thing you think is you've got pink eyes. So I just went to my local GP and he gave me medication. It didn't work. About 2 weeks later, I went to my normal local optometrist, and he had one look at my eyes and said that this is above my pay grade. I went to an ophthalmologist who then put me in hospital. I was there for 3 weeks, where I realized that something major is wrong. So after 3 weeks, they put me through all kinds of tests where they discovered that I have lupus. And lupus then causes the uveitis in my eyes, which is the redness that was in my eyes. Alan actually was my dad's broker, funnily enough. So I've known Alan for about 15 years. I'm the first person to put up my hand and say I'm not financially very intelligent. I know the basics, but when it comes to policies and things like that, I know nothing. And I absolutely trust Alan with everything that I have. He's given me advice when I needed advice, when I have questions. He's almost part of the family, I would say. He knows absolutely everything there is to know about me. Alan knows. When I first put in the claim for illness cover, I was actually just hoping for something that would cover my bills at that moment, because I was in quite a bit of debt with all the medical bills that came through. I never expected it to be that much. I was totally flabbergasted, and it absolutely saved my life. It covered all my bills that I was in debt for, and it paid for quite a few procedures at that stage. When I realized that I was going to stop working, I luckily had disability cover, which Alan and I spoke about substantially in the beginning. And I am basically classified as being disabled with not seeing. My work couldn't put me in another position because it doesn't matter where they put me, I still cannot see. And I never expected that to be, I have to say with a very big smile on my face, it was unreal. It changed my life completely. I mean, just knowing that I won't be able to work and get an income, is the scariest thing that I think anyone can experience. And now I know that I'm financially covered and I'm settled, and I do not have to worry about that. It just takes such a big load off your back that you know that you're going to be okay. Financially, you're going to be looked after. And Alan and I had quite a few discussions about this, so we reinvested that money. So as I'm sitting here, it's nice to know that that money is actually growing as we speak, because that's the money that I have for the rest of my life, and I need to make that work. And I think that's why it's so important to have trust in your broker. Thank goodness for Old Mutual that I had the right advice at the time when I needed it most.